December 10, 2011, huge controversy occurred in Washington, D.C. as unified WBA and IBF light-welterweight champion. Amir Khan faced his IBF mandatory challenger, Lamont Peterson. There were talks of referee Joe Cooper being biased towards hometown challenger Lamont Peterson, as well as Peterson admitting to use steroids, but we'll delve into it later in the video. The fight was fought in Peterson's hometown, Washington, D.C. in Convention Center, as over 8,000 fans turned up for the unification fight. Khan announced before the bout this will be his last fight at light welterweight, as he wanted to move up to welterweight to have a big money fight with the pound-for-pound number 2 at the time, Floyd Mayweather Jr. So for Khan, he needed to put on a great performance to get the Mayweather fight, and for Peterson, this was a golden opportunity to finally become world champion.
Gentlemen, you can be fight structure in the dressing room, especially conducting seven professionals that you are. Let's shake hands! Let's start the thunder!
First round got underway, and already Khan was troubling Peterson with his hand speed.
And Khan catches Peterson there. And a big right hand from Khan. And now you can hear the Khan fans in the crowd. This is a positive start from the double champion.
80 seconds into the fight, there was immediate controversy when Khan landed a left-right combination that knocked down Peterson, but referee Joe Cooper ruled it a slip. A minute later, Khan knocked down Peterson again, and this time he ruled it a knockdown.
And quite often thinking fighters need a couple of...
And another right hand, and that wasn't a slip.
Khan silenced the pro-Peterson crowd in the first round, as the challenge had no answer to the champion's incredible hand speed.
For Khan, and I think he was robbed of 2 knockdowns. Here we go.
Yep. His feet did slip a little bit, and the referee was in the middle of it as well.
Yeah, with the inside of the glove seemed to land from the left hand, and then the right hand landed a bit higher. Here we go, that there. Well, maybe the referee with a better view, maybe he did get it right. Looks more at the elbow that knocked him over.
In the second round, Khan was once again scoring freely with both fists, as Peterson can't find a way to avoid the punches. Later in the round, when Peterson started to throw punches, Khan quickly responded with a quick 3-punch combination, as the champion comfortably won the first 2 rounds.
Getting through with the left, but getting punished again. Khan whipping in those rights.
First minute of the third round, Peterson was still struggling to deal with Khan's hand speed, as Peterson was a counterpuncher. He was finding it difficult to counter Khan. But with a minute and 20 to go till the round, Peterson used the same tactic Marcos Maidana used against Khan, which was to come forward and make it a brawl with the unified champion, which worked in the third round as Peterson was landing big shots to the body and head, which caused Khan's legs to buckle.
Himself, really good work from Peterson here. He looks the boss.
Shaky, I think got hit high again.
He got hit there. A right hand to the body shook him. The place goes nuts as Khan hangs on.
On his heels.
A right cross gets through. And Peterson senses he could finish this. What a round for Lamont Peterson.
Khan managed to land a left hook before the bell, but it was a huge round for the challenger Peterson.
It's going to be a tough fight.
Good left from Khan right on the bell. He needed that.
With the strength and the power in the shots, he shook Khan up several times in that round. That punch was bang on the chin. Nothing wrong with Khan's chin. He's taking the punches, but you do not want to be taking too many of those. And look at the strength now that Peterson's using.
Peterson lands a right hand to start the fourth round. As he continued to stalk Khan, Peterson was persisting with Maidana's tactic, which was to force Khan to work at a high pace, as the challenger was landing punches in bunches.
He's pumping them out.
And again, look at the work rate. Those punches getting through. Now Khan does the kidology as if to say, no, you're not hurting me.
Khan responded halfway through the round by landing accurate shots. Peterson came back landing shots to the body and head, as Peterson won the last 2 rounds.
Ordered that big right hand, but Khan forced to cover up.
The 5th round was a much better round for the champion Amir Khan, as he used his movement and threw punches when he needed to, as Peterson struggled to keep up with Khan.
Guys kind of fight because he was coming off second best. That's exactly what you want.
Oh, that blistering pace the two of them set. Khan switching downstairs.
Controversy continues in the 6th round, when the mystery man is having access to the official scorecards and is also talking to the official judges, which is illegal in boxing. It has been assumed by many that the mystery man is telling the judges what to write down on the scorecards. With 40 seconds to go in the round, Peterson had Khan on the ropes landing an uppercut, followed up by throwing a 6-punch combination.
Peterson gets through with a right uppercut that shook Khan up, and then a combination. And
Khan came back in the round to land a left-right combination to gain back momentum. Khan continued to outbox Peterson by landing in quick combinations.
It's too quick for us.
Khan getting through again. Yeah, Peterson's had success when he's applied pressure.
Involved in a fight like this 3 years ago with a big right hand from Peterson. He needs more of that.
But Peterson once again had some success when he had his opponent on the ropes.
Good work on the ropes again from Lamont Peterson, and they're loving it. Peterson giving Khan nowhere to go. Khan making out that he's okay, but these punches are getting through.
No, and again he's allowing Peterson to produce better work than he's been producing. This is dangerous. This is not clever stuff.
There was a big left hook and right upstairs.
Huge moment in the fight occurred seconds before the bell, when referee Joe Cooper took a harsh point away from Khan for pushing.
And a timeout being called by Joe Cooper right on the bell.
1 point.
And a point taken off.
1 point.
Wow.
I can't see what that's for. Concentrate on the boxing.
He gave that round away. Just sheer stupidity. He was boxing well in the first minute. There's the pushing. He's been warned so often about that. And the referee had seen him right at the end of the round too.
Khan started the 8th round strong, but later in the round, once again, Peterson had Khan on the ropes landing big shots to the body and head, as the champion was taking unnecessary punishment.
Doesn't seem to have been slowed by Khan, and again one of those right hands upstairs getting through. And how many of these is Khan prepared to take? And a left, as Khan is starting to be worn down here.
Khan had his moments in the 8th round with his hand speed, but Peterson was the more effective fighter by landing harder shots.
Peterson with a shot to the body that maybe forced Khan to Winston. Khan looked to Joe Cooper as if to say it was a low one.
Yeah, he was claiming it was low. Get on with it.
Yeah, a reverse of the Zab Judah situation. Better from Khan. If Khan starts looking at the referee, that would be trouble. And Lamont Peterson continues this relentless assault. And he continues the assault on the body, then switches upstairs. It's clever from Lamont Peterson.
Yeah, he looks the boss in there. Peterson's the one coming forward. He's the one landing the big shots.
He's certainly outworking Khan, and came back with 3 or 4 shots of his own. And he is really testing his resolve.
Best round of the fight occurred in the 9th round when Khan landed a right uppercut, followed it up by throwing a 5-punch combination. Peterson then successfully had Khan on the ropes and lands his own uppercut, which saw Khan once again take heavy punishment.
Punishment again on the ropes. What a response from Lamont Peterson.
Khan comes back with a combination in a thrilling fight.
There's a response. This is unbelievable stuff.
Great fight.
A minute later, Khan lands a right hand that had the challenger hurt and almost sent Peterson to the canvas once more.
And he goes. That's the best punch Khan's thrown since the first round, and it nearly took Peterson's undercarriage out.
He must get back on him again. Don't let his head clear.
Khan continued to land solid shots, but Peterson came back once more.
But Peterson trying to summon up some more reserves and lands another one of those right hands, and Khan's been taking them all night. And how many more will he take?
He's going to have to watch. No more points are deducted because he's grabbing him round the neck again. Yep, there was just a point where Amir Khan had to come back with something. It looked as though the fight was being taken away from him with punches like this. And what a response we got from him.
The uppercut's working for both guys. Khan landed a great uppercut. Freddie Roach encouraging that. Peterson landed a great right uppercut as well.
Peterson had Khan on the ropes consistently in the fight, which was a huge success for him.
To lose any more points.
And again, he's muttering to himself and saying, come on, bring it on.
Get your head out there. Get your head out
And
there.
this is where all that conditioning work he does with Alex Ariza is going to come into play, because Ariza takes his men to the limit.
Khan then controlled the round by using his movement and landing shots when it was required.
Pace again.
I think the big problem for Khan is in the move. Don't always impress the judges. But this is good stuff. They're not hurtful punches, but the move. It's not a round where Khan is...
In between rounds, Peterson's trainer, Barry Hunter, had an inspirational talk with his man Peterson ahead of the championship rounds.
Yo, this is DC, man. There'll be no partying on our floor tonight. How bad you want this, man?
Let's go,
Carl, how bad you want this, son? You got to show me. The jab, I got to have it. Double and triple when you get there, tear his ass out the frame.
Let's go.
You got me? Let's go.
Early in the 11th round, once again the mystery man was interacting with the judges, and many observers believed that he changed the score of round 7, in which it was initially a 10-10 round, but then it was changed to a 10-8 round in favor of Peterson. Khan once again used his speed and outboxed Peterson in range. Peterson then had success on the ropes.
Peterson caught him with a left hook, then gets him on the ropes, works the body.
The champion then controlled the penultimate round, in which many felt it was a close fight heading into the final round. But on my card, I had Amir Khan comfortably ahead. Huge controversy occurs once again in the final round, when referee Joe Cooper takes another harsh point from Khan. And again, it's for pushing.
Decision. Boy, oh boy, is he the real thing. Terrific right uppercut from Khan, and a point, a timeout.
Hold on, is this another point?
I told you.
And it is.
Point.
How big could this be?
That could cost him the fight.
And how big is Joe Cooper, who's not a very experienced referee at this level?
With just under 2 minutes to go, Khan needed to throw everything he had left in the tank to at least draw the round. And that's exactly what he did.
All bets are off now as we get down to the last minute. That something special might be happening in Washington, D.C.
Khan landed a left hand with 30 seconds to go off the final round that staggered Peterson. Khan had a good last round, which made the final round even 9-9.
Last 10 seconds. Is Amir Khan about to lose his titles in what would be a dramatic upset in Washington, D.C.?
After 12 grueling rounds, both fighters embraced as both men put on a great performance in a Fight of the Year contender. Here's the push from Khan, in which he got his second point deducted from referee Joe Cooper, who was an inexperienced referee, as he officiated just over 60 bouts, his 6th world title bout, in a span of 11 years at the time. We went to the judges' scorecards, and all 3 judges had the fight close.
113, 112, Peterson. 114, 111, Khan. 113, 112, to the winner by majority decision. And new.
Oh, he's done it, Lamont Peterson!
Lamont Peterson got the decision and was the new unified WBA and IBF light welterweight champion. Khan, on the other hand, was not happy with the referee's performance, and he felt like he was against 2 people in the ring.
Well, Larry, first of all, it was like I was against 2 people in there, the referee and Lamont himself. Every time he was coming into me and he kept putting his head low. I mean, I tried, he just kept putting his head low and I just couldn't get going. My jabs were getting him. I was a more cleaner fighter. He was so wild in there. And, like I said, I was against 2 people in there. The referee just wasn't giving me a chance.
On January 6, 2012, just over 3 weeks after Khan's controversial defeat to Lamont Peterson, Khan claimed that the mystery man may have interfered with the judges' scorecards. Sky Sports News then showed a series of events of the mystery man interfering.
Inside before being moved by the man with a red tie, WBA supervisor Michael Welsh. He then takes a seat in between Khan's father and Oscar De La Hoya. But look now, round 2, the man has moved right next to Welsh, who's in charge of the judges' scorecards. Stayed there for the rest of the fight. Rules state nobody is allowed to speak to judges or commissioners during the fight, but the man in the hat is clearly having some interaction with Welsh at the start of the 6th round. Then a white slip, which Khan claims is a scorecard, is passed down the main judges panel, appearing to come from the man who is now gesturing to all members of the panel. Again, this would be strictly against the rules. And at the start of round 11, he picks up a yellow slip before discussing something with Welsh. The 3 different judges have 3 different coloured scorecards, which would have been handed to the IBF, WBA and DC Commission.
Khan also claimed the scorecard for round 7 may have been tampered with, as he was unfairly docked 2 points. Khan's team then launched an appeal to the IBF, but they later denied the accusations. Khan's team also launched an appeal to the WBA, and after reviewing the evidence, they ordered a rematch. The mystery man was later identified as Mustafa Amin, who was a figure affiliated with the IBF who had no apparent reason to be involved.
There should be no one sat with the commission talking about scorecards or handling the scorecard. It does look a little bit dodgy.
When the WBA ordered the rematch after Khan's successful appeal, the rematch was signed for May 19th in Las Vegas. As the rematch got closer, 10 days before the fight, it emerged that Peterson failed a drug test, testing positive for a banned substance thought to be synthetic testosterone, and the rematch was called off. Peterson admitted to using the same banned substance in the first fight back in December, so Khan may have fought Peterson whilst he had performance-enhancing drugs in his system. Peterson was then banned for 6 months, and the WBA stripped Peterson's belt, and 2 months later, they reinstated Khan as the WBA champion. But the IBF allowed Peterson to keep his title. Unfortunately for Khan, he never had the opportunity to avenge his loss.